Come to the end, 97, now it's Thompson, here we go. Here we're for sharing, nothing's gonna stop us in 98.
Hello， 咁啊，大家好，我哋係電瞳Oculus啊，咁啊好開心嚟到呢個場地為大家表演我哋嘅分享我哋嘅音樂，亦都分享好多 game 嘅一啲分享。咁啊嚟緊頭先我哋玩咗 KOF 嘅 trailer 嘅開機歌喎，咁啊應該如果大家係 KOF 迷嘅話，一定會中意嘅。咁嚟緊呢首歌響起嘅音樂，我諗你哋一定會知道係咩歌。咁啊嚟咯喎！試一試喎，準備啊！ Yeah，OK，咁啊 KOF 咪嚇估唔估到係咩歌先？應該唔使估啊，一定知道。咁啊，我哋今日有個 coser 喎，係嘛？係啦。今日我哋個 bass 手扮咗山崎龍二，係啊，唔知大家覺得似唔似咧？咁啊，我啊覺得好似嘅。OK， 咁啊，呢個時候我哋請翻我哋主音上嚟先，熱血！
喂 ，hello。
Yo，
喂，
我係熱血。
係啦。
喂，你有冇打 KOF 先？
都有㗎。
有。
不過唔叻咯。
咁啊，我嗰時咧成日操拳王98啦，以前拳王02啊咁蒲機鋪咁大家都會有㗎。咁啊，喂，山崎龍二點啊？你今日點解會 call 山崎龍二咧？其實我想問下。
因為我細個最中意就係用山崎龍二啊，係啊。
哦。
都係呢下啫嘛。都係呢一下。
嚇，邊下？OK，呢下哦 ，OK。
仲有玩蛇同埋踢沙啊咯。
哦，玩蛇。
我最中意山崎龍二揾刀界人啊！今日攞 base 啊。
明白。咁啊，唔知大家有冇留意啦嚇？呢邊有啲好靚嘅嘢喎。
呢邊有兩隻黑膠碟，呢度。
係。
我哋可以 zoom 埋睇一睇。
係。
係啦。喂，過翻嚟先。
係啊。
係啦，咁好有來頭喎呢兩隻。
係。有咩來頭咧？可以。
我以為你講添。
即係你講啱啲喎，正啲喎。
哦，嗱咁啊睇下先，嗱右手邊嗰隻係拳王98黑膠嚟嘅，係啦，咁啊即係左手邊嗰隻係試雲嚟嘅，係啦，認得霸王丸啦，係啦，咁就係啦，咁就多謝 Brave Wave 啦，嚇咁就今日除咗即係呢兩隻黑膠碟咧之外咧，咁其實我哋唱個歌咧，咁都係其實都係佢哋即係 under 佢哋旗下嘅，係啦。咁就好，咁就嚟咯喎。好嚟咯。係咪嚟緊呢兩隻係邊兩隻咧？可唔可以介紹下咧？嚟緊兩隻都係 Sonic 嘅。係啦 ，Sonic 你就熟啲啊，不過我真係專家啫，嗰時你專家嚟㗎 Sonic。OK， 咁啊第一首歌可能響起你都知嘅，好啊嚟啦，唔講咁多啊，嚟啦。睇下認唔認得啊，大家。嚟啦。Show off, don't criticize. I'm just living by my own feelings, and I won't give in, won't compromise. I just only have the still voice I must go. I don't know why, but I live on my beat up, and I ain't out of control, just living by my way. And ask me why, I don't need a reason. I got my way.It doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight. Long as a voice inside tries me to run and fight. It doesn't matter who is wrong and who is right. And I won't go back, I don't need to.Time is running and I've got so much to do. Where do I stop now? So burn, so unclear. And I don't know, but I can be wrong. It doesn't matter now what happened. I will never give up the fight. Long as a voice inside tries me to run and fight. Takes all your best on the run.You think it's right. Oh, it doesn't matter That's right. No, 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 no. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
好，啱啱嗰首就係 It Doesn't Matter。
Yeah.
好，咁嚟緊就最後一首噶啦噃。
最後一首啊。
係啊，咁最後一首之前，我哋都要多謝下我哋今日點解會嚟到呢度先啦。嚇，咁我哋多謝主辦嘅 Delve 啦，咁我多謝呢度 MagAsia、Cyberport 係啦，咁不厭其煩多謝多一次我哋嘅 Brave Wave。多謝埋電筒啊嚇，
多謝埋你啦。咁啊喂，我哋介紹埋自己先啦，係嘛？
係喎。
係啊，咁就最左手邊先啦，好嘛？我哋電筒嘅 member 白菜巴打，Yo。係啊。好啊，咁啊有我哋今日 cosplay 嘅嚇山崎龍基 Midi 哥
，Midi 哥。係
啊。Yo，係啊。好，咁啊有我啦，我係彈 J-Rock 嘅 J-Rock 咧，仲有我哋最靚仔啊，熱血，
你唔係水先嘅，水
唔緊要，唔緊要㗎我哋，
哎我要啊，
唔好意思，唔緊要，調轉咗一樣得嘅啫。OK， 我哋嘅鼓手信仰健。最後一首咯，咁啊，我諗係 Sonic 嘅 fans 一定會中意，一定會識嘅。嗯，係嘛？係嘛？嚟咯！
嚟啊！呢份啦！Moving through your mind, ooh, it's like you're coming for more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the words of yesterday. Live and learn, if you wake up, if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the words of yesterday. Live and learn, if you make up, if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
I mean, it's basically my dad's fault, I could say, because I mean, he was interested in video games and had the Nintendo, the first Famicom, and then the Super Famicom. So we grew up not listening, but watching my dad play the games, basically Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario, and like the old like Super Soccer, and like really really old games. And my dad sometimes turned off the sound in Donkey Kong, and me and my brother asked why do you turn off the sound? The music fits. It's cool, the music, because I think he didn't like the synth sounds. But that was basically the start of recognizing that video game music is actually more than only like background music, and it's not only bad music. It's really good music which suits to each game, and that developed later. I mean, when I started playing professionally, that some of my colleagues in my piano class started playing Final Fantasy pieces in like Jugend musiziert, which is a national youth competition in Germany, and which is pretty serious, really serious classical music. But they started to playing like Nobuo Uematsu. That was the start of it, and then somehow I got involved in production Symphonic Shades, which recognized the music was a homage to Chris Hülsbeck. And I got asked to play piano on that, and that was the start where I realized, oh wow, this is. I would have never thought that like it would happen in a concert hall. I mean, I knew how good the music was, but like bringing it to a concert hall is like a different thing and a big step. And then I got involved in bigger orchestra productions, symphonic fantasies, like actually by accident. I was part of a scholarship and got into this production, and then the manager said, "Oh yeah, this is a video game music production." And I was like, "Video game? Like which video game?" And he said, like, "Final Fantasy and Secret of Mana." And I'm like, "Man, this is just exactly what I grew up with. I would love to be part of it." And then I was playing like I think the production was like 2 weeks, and the first week was just like, it's so beautiful, nice. And then like a few days before the concert, the manager said, "Oh, by the way, the composers are also coming." And I'm like, shit, oh no, what do I do? And I was really really nervous, but I mean, I got to meet all of them, and they were really really nice. But for me, they were like idols and like gods basically, and then meeting them in person and seeing how like they were so friendly was really nice, basically. It's definitely more widespread. When it started, I mean, I think it started out of Japan, like 2003 or something in Leipzig, and then they were 10 years ago. There were maybe 50 concerts worldwide in a year, and now there are so many different video game concerts, different franchises, video games live, Distant Worlds, Kingdom Hearts. The list goes on and on. So it's a big market, basically. The same thing happened to the film music concerts, basically too. And now also in Germany, German orchestras are starting to really schedule a video game music concert in their programs, which is great. Albums. I'm just finishing album. A Chrono Cross album, piano solo album with the music of Mitsuda Yasunori. So I'm gonna finish this next week, and then I did an album with a violinist from New Zealand, featuring the music of Grandia composer Noriyuki Iwadare. So, and there's a lot more coming up. Shadow Hearts, I don't know whether you know that game.
Hello， 大家好，我係古馳。首先介紹翻我自己先啦。我係一個音樂製作人。我就係一個好中意遊戲機嘅音樂製作人啦。我平時除咗做音樂製作咧，我仲會做一啲音樂教學嘅工作嘅。例如教授鋼琴啊、編曲啊、作曲啊。音樂製作方面，我自己就會做 流行音樂製作啦，或者係配樂啦，咁配樂廣告啊，或者係電影啊，或者係遊戲配樂啊、手機鈴聲啊，咁都係我音樂製作嘅工作範疇之一嘅。咁我而家咧就比較多時間會喺台灣啦，因為由於疫情嘅關係啦，咁而家就變咗未係可以好容易咁樣即係飛嚟飛去啦，咁所以就變咗就會多響台灣呢邊工作啦。咁其實香港嘅工作咧我都係有進行嘅，咁但係就會係比較多係互聯網去處理嘅。選擇音樂為自己嘅職業係因為爸爸咯，即係爸爸係好有影響嘅，因為爸爸都係一個音樂人啦，咁啊令到我自己都好喜歡上音樂啦。咁啊至於點解自己會喜歡遊戲呢？就其實因為都係爸爸從前就買咗一部咧世嘉嘅一代嘅我哋叫 SMS Master System 嘅遊戲機，咁啊因為咁樣而接觸遊戲機啦，咁開始就愛上遊戲機。我自己最喜歡嘅遊戲音樂咧，就係呢個超時空之約，即係呢個 Chrono Trigger。咁呢個係點解會咁中意咧？因為嗰陣時係呢個90年代嘅一個好經典嘅 RPG 遊戲啦。咁就有呢個 Square 嘅公司啦，即係 Final Fantasy 嗰個公司啦，同埋仲有呢個廖三明老師去設計人設啊，同埋仲有光田康典老師去做音樂啦。因為故事同音樂啊，從系統啊同埋人設都非常好，所以成為我自己就好中意嘅遊戲之一啦。咁其次就係一個比較唔算話即係好熱門嘅遊戲，就叫做46億年物語啊。咁就係講呢個進化論嘅，咁我都覺得係比較特別同深刻，同埋同時呢兩個遊戲嘅配樂都係超級正嘅。咁嚟緊有咩發展大計啊？都係做一啲流行音樂製作啦，同埋做啲配樂嘅製作啦。咁今年已經其實係2020嘅年底啦。咁手頭上仲有一啲project 就做緊嘅，有啲香港嘅歌手啦，咁係一啲前輩級嘅歌手啦。咁就應該出年就希望咧就會再有多啲機會接觸遊戲配樂啦。咁呢個都係我個目標啦。咁啊，好掛住香港嘅所有朋友啦。咁因為疫情關係啦，咁今年就變咗係比較少機會去返香港啦。雖然其實都有呢個社交網啊，咁或者甚至乎係工作上都係冇變嘅，同香港都好多接觸啊。但係咧就始終好希望啦，快啲去結束個疫情啦。咁然後大家咧就可以一齊去見面啊，一齊玩音樂啊，甚至乎咧希望都會有機會去玩一啲同電玩有關主題嘅音樂會啦。拜拜。
I love traveling. I like traveling around the world and seeing different places. That's always really interesting. And the other thing I like is when we created the games, going back to the 1980s and beyond, I was always I was working in a converted farm building. It used to be a milking shed where they milk cows. And Grant, he used to work in the chicken shed that had been converted into an office. So when we worked there, we didn't have the internet. We just worked in isolation on our own, and we never ever, not for many years, did we know the impact that our music and our video games were having on the outside world. It was just a disconnected job. So one of the nice things about going to all these conventions is to meet people who played the games and were affected by the games, and also people who still buy your music and do remixes of your music and are still inspired by the stuff that we did decades ago. And it's really nice to, I suppose, be appreciated and see what an effect it has had on people. Oh yeah, I mean, when we did in Norway, I mean, it was just delightful. There we were on the longest day of the year, and we were facing the bay at Sandefjord, and we've got a big crowd in there, and as the light faded, it was just amazing. It really was one of those, you just had to be there experiences that you can't plan for. It just kind of happened. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's, and again, going back to when I started playing in bands, the fact that you've got a few people that you can just hit ideas off, and then they'll give you another idea back and you can take it further. It's very much like, I think one of the things I did earlier this year, in fact, in Norway, I went to Heimer and they had a game jam, and you have people trying to just blast an idea. And it's a similar kind of jamming experience where people just come in with an almost stupid idea, and you write a piece of music for it, and then they take it and they do something else with it, and it's very similar to jamming in a band, and I kind of miss that. I think one of the things that COVID has taught us is how important it is working as a team, working with creative, like-minded people in the same room. It's a magical experience, and I'll never take that for granted again. Oh no! When I started out, I can remember I'd just left college, and I'd meet up with people every now and again. They say, "What are you doing for a career at the moment, David?" And I'd be saying, "Well, I'm writing video game music," and they'd laugh as though, "Oh, bleeps and bloops. What kind of job is that?" Whereas you come to today, and if you're a video game composer, it's like, "Oh my God, it's it's an awesome job to have. How cool is that?" And it's just gone from this almost laughter to total respect within 3 decades. So it's changed enormously. But then so have the sounds. It's gone from bleeps and boops. Now we can have orchestras if we want them. We can have all manner of music, and we've got all manner of tools that we can use as well. Fortunately, it's come on a long way, and it's a journey it's just going to keep getting better, I hope. We're all human. We all have human emotions, and writing music is a very calming effect on anxiety and things like that. So it's good to be able to do something creative that it's a good outlet for human emotion. So one of the other things I'm writing at the moment, and I've been doing this for at least 5 years, is I've been writing music in the same vein as aquatic ambience and Stickerbush Symphony. So I have lots of unfinished works in that kind of relaxed, or almost what's the word, therapeutic style. So one day I'll get to finish that as well. First of all, thank you very much, and I would love to come over to Hong Kong and thank you for inviting me to talk about my career. It's always a pleasure, and always a pleasure to talk to people. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing where it goes next.
Hi, I'm David Wise, composer of Donkey Kong Country music. 25 years ago I worked on Donkey Kong Country 1 and did this tune called Aquatic Ambience.